Chelsea enter race to sign Man United-linked Matthijs de Ligt as Thomas Tuchel eyes Antonio Rudiger replacement. Chelsea have entered the race to sign Juventus and Netherlands defender Matthijs de Ligt as Thomas Tuchel looks to replace Antonio Rudiger. The Blues need a new central defender after Rudiger completed a move to Spanish giants Real Madrid and have been linked with Sevilla's Jules Koundé. De Ligt is also of interest to Chelsea, according to TalkSport, who say Tuchel could move for the Dutchman as he prepares to rebuild his defence. Rudiger was a mainstay at Stamford Bridge for several seasons and Chelsea were desperate to prevent the German from leaving. But a move to the Bernabeu was confirmed last week and Chelsea are keen to secure a replacement as soon as possible, with the summer transfer window opening on Friday. De Ligt emerged as one of the most highly rated defenders in Europe during his spell at Ajax and helped Erik ten Hag's side win the Eredivisie and reach the semi-finals of the Champions League. He was expected to establish himself as a key player at the Allianz Stadium for many years after his move to Turin in 2019, but the 22-year-old has somewhat underwhelmed for the Italian club. Despite this, it will require a serious investment to poach de Ligt from Juventus as he has a €120 million, £102 million, release clause and is under contract until the summer of 2024. But Chelsea are not the only club to express interest in the centre-back, with their Premier League rivals Manchester United also linked with a move since Ten Hag's appointment as manager. De Ligt was asked about his future at Juventus on Sunday and told Dutch outlet NOS, "Talks are currently being held and when the time comes, I will decide whether I will extend or whether I want to look further. I always look at what is best for myself in terms of the sporting project. Fourth place in a row twice is not good enough, we will have to make steps in that direction." De Ligt started 29 of Juventus' 39 league games last season as Massimiliano Allegri's side finished fourth, 16 points behind Serie A champions AC Milan. Chelsea favourites to sign Wantaway Barcelona forward Ousmane Dembele on a free. Chelsea are leading the race to sign Ousmane Dembele, with the forward set to leave Barcelona at the end of his contract this summer. The Blues have been linked with the 25-year-old for some time and are looking to reunite the player with manager Thomas Tuchel after the pair spent a season together at Borussia Dortmund. TalkSport report that Dembele has failed to agree new terms with the Catalan club and is now set to leave the Nou Camp, and Chelsea are ready to pounce and will make the Frenchman the first signing of the Todd Boehly era. Dembele experienced a meteoric rise after showing great potential at Rennes and then Dortmund, moving to Barcelona in 2017 in a deal worth up to £126 million. He was earmarked as the successor to Neymar, who had departed for Paris Saint-Germain the same summer, but it quickly became clear that those boots were too big to fill, with continuous injury problems hampering his development. In 5 years in Spain, Dembele has scored just 32 goals in 150 appearances, although he still managed to win 2 La Liga titles and 2 Copa del Reys and was a part of the France squad that lifted the 2018 World Cup. Chelsea already have a plethora of expensive, attacking options at Stamford Bridge, including Romelu Lukaku, Christian Pulisic, Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech and Kai Havertz, although they still lack a consistent goalscorer in their squad. Dembele on paper would not fit that bill, having scored just 1 league goal in the past season, but he did show great creativity by registering 13 assists. While he may be available on a free, Dembele will likely command a significant salary which may prove tricky for Chelsea's new owners, although other reports suggest that Inter Milan are willing to take Lukaku back on loan, which could free up room on the wage bill for the French forward. West Ham have posted their interest in signing Chelsea striker Armando Broja. The Albania forward also has interest from Newcastle, Everton, Napoli and Inter Milan, who are trying to take Romelu Lukaku back on loan first. Now the Hammers have joined them in a bid to reinforce their attacking options ahead of what promises to be another grueling campaign following their qualification for the Europa Conference League. Broja, 20, scored 9 goals in 38 games across all competitions for Southampton during his loan spell on the south coast from the Stamford Bridge outfit last season. He has made just 1 first-team appearance for Chelsea but is currently contracted to the club until 2026, having signed a new long-term deal last summer before heading out on loan to St Mary's. And speaking last month, Blues boss Thomas Tuchel confirmed that Broja, who has scored 3 goals in 12 games for his country, will head back to Stamford Bridge to take part in pre-season. Tuchel said, "First of all, they will come back because they are our players. When we give them on loan, we do this for them but also for us to have better, more experienced players back. They are our players and I want to have them in pre-season and then we decide what's going on. It is not clear how much Broja would cost were he to move on in the transfer window, although reports have handed him a £25 million price tag. Fabrizio Romano provides fresh update on Mason Mount's Chelsea FC future. Chelsea FC are planning to open talks with Mason Mount over a new contract as soon as possible, according to Italian journalist Fabrizio Romano. The 23-year-old has firmly established himself as one of the Southwest London club's key players in recent seasons since initially breaking into the team at Stamford Bridge under Frank Lampard following his loan spell with Derby County. Mount reached double figures in terms of goals for the first time in his Chelsea FC career last season, netting 13 times in all competitions to help the Blues to finish third in the Premier League table and reach both the FA Cup and League Cup finals. According to Italian reporter Romano, Mount's contract with the Blues is currently set to expire in the summer of 2024, but the Southwest London club are keen to tie the England international down to a new deal. Romano claims that Mount has been waiting for news about contract talks with the Blues for some time now, and the club are set to open discussions during the summer months as they look to secure the midfielder's future. Posting on his personal Twitter account, Romano said, "Mason Mount has been waiting for a new contract for months. Chelsea board are planning to open talks with Mount as soon as possible. It will be one of many key things for the club. Not an urgent situation by the way, as his current deal expires in June 2024. Mount started 27 of Chelsea FC's 38 games in the Premier League last season, scoring 11 goals and making 10 assists for the Thomas Tuchel's men in the top flight. He was also a key player for England at last year's Euro 2020 tournament, with Mount making 5 appearances for the Three Lions as they reached the final under Gareth Southgate. Halstenberg signs new Leipzig deal, reportedly turned down Chelsea. Marcel Halstenberg has opted to sign a new deal with RB Leipzig, with Sky Germany claiming he rejected interest from Chelsea. Marcel Halstenberg has extended his expiring contract with RB Leipzig until 2024. According to Sky Germany, the defender turned down an offer from Chelsea to remain at Red Bull Arena. "I'm really happy that my future has now been sorted out and that I'll be staying in Leipzig. This city and this club have become a second home to me," stated Halstenberg. "During the last year, in which I've had to deal with some hard things in my personal life and recover from injuries, everyone completely supported me and made it clear that I would get chances to play for RB Leipzig again in the future. This was proven to be the case in the second half of the season. I've had 7 great years here so far, with the DFB Pokal title the icing on the cake. I will never forget this success and it will give us a bit of additional motivation for the future. I'm hungry for more success and I will do everything I can in the future to help us achieve our goals," he added. In addition to Chelsea, Hannover 96 were among the clubs interested in the 30-year-old, per Sky. Billy Gilmour has been linked with a Premier League switch to Everton. The Scotland star is heading into the final year of his Chelsea contract, having been unable to solidify a first-team spot. He spent time on loan at relegated Norwich City last season, picking up valuable game time. It was something he failed to do under Thomas Tuchel, despite a string of good performances under his predecessor Frank Lampard. Now Blues legend Lampard wants to reunite with Gilmour at Goodison Park, TalkSport says. They say Everton have looked at the opportunity of luring Gilmour and young star Conor Gallagher. Gallagher impressed on loan at Crystal Palace last season and earned an England call-up off the back of that. The radio station say Lampard will look to use his connections at Stamford Bridge to work deals for the pair. Unlike Gallagher, 20-year-old Gilmour found it difficult to embed himself in the Canaries system and was benched at times. But this did not prevent him from starting 21 Premier League games, contributing 1 assist from his deeper lying position. Both Gallagher and Gilmour face uncertain futures back at parent club Chelsea, with a squad already filled with established seniors set to be reinforced in the coming window. Understandably, neither would be content to sit on the bench for the entirety of next season. 021.
That's on Chelsea News today. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye and see you by tomorrow news.